What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of Friends Talk Gaming. I'm your host, Shane. Joined again by Jesse. Got What's going on, fellas?
Walker.
Yo, what's the word? Is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So, got this Xbox Series X stuff going here in the back. Microsoft just announced the pricing and the release date for this thing, so looking at $299 for the box. Xbox Series S. I'm not too impressed. Series S to me is pretty much just a rebranding of the One S, man. Did you see that article that came out that it can't run Xbox One X games? You saw that, Jesse?
I was looking at that. I was like, can't run One X, those games and 360 games at high performance.
Yeah, because what they did was they pretty much gypped on the RAM. It has less RAM than Xbox One X, which is a problem. If you're gonna make a next-gen machine, how are you gonna make one with less RAM than your older machine? It doesn't make sense to me. I can't figure that one out. But
why would you do that?
They got cheap.
They really undercut, so they're trying to basically.
I think that's what it was.
It's a recession.
I think it's that, and I think they just wanted to undercut whatever Sony had coming out, just to kind of, and it's what we talked about last week. They just want to get people on their platform, no matter how they do it, whether it's
exactly what you said. Like, they don't really care about who's gonna buy the console or not.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah, they just wanted the Game Pass subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was kind of guesstimating it would be around that range. So they kind of went with that mindset of like, yeah, get them on the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm. I think it's more of like get the Series S, get intro to some new games we have come out, get intro to Game Pass, and then upgrade to the Series X. The Series X is coming in at $499, which is what we said we thought it would come in at. I thought actually last time I thought they were gonna go a little higher, so I thought they were gonna undercut with the Series S at $299, which was my guess. And I thought the Series X, they probably have that somewhere around $599, but they got that in at $499. It's a hell of a good price. I'm hoping the PS4 is around there. PS5 is around there. $499 for the disc. I mean, $499 I think is a good one for the optical one, and then like $399 for the one the digital. I think that's a good price. Not hearing you on the mic is.
I was saying, I think at this point, bro, I think Sony has to compete, bro. I think the Xbox, they played the game of chess, and they just took a rook because, like, Sony has no choice but to come down on their price. Whoever it was, like, they either they're gonna make a statement and come under Xbox, like crazy shit, or meet what they're doing right now. That's what they're doing.
I saw somebody say actually on another podcast, Play Talk Listeners, this podcast that I listen to, he was pretty much like, his whole idea of it was thinking Sony right now could make themselves like the Apple version of the gaming market. So he's saying they can market themselves as like the premium console. So even if their price is a little higher, they can say, oh, hey, well, with PlayStation, you're paying X amount of dollars, but you're getting this. And I can see that, but at the same time, like you said, man, times are rough out here.
I'm cheap, bro.
All right, so the $499 for the Series X. If Sony comes in at that, I think that's a hell of a value for the PS5. Because the other thing too is what the difference between the digital, the digital and the optical one is just that. It's just missing the disk drive. It's still the same internals. You still get the same graphics. You still getting the same CPU. You still getting the same SSD. You still getting the same RAM. So it's not like you're losing performance like with the Series S and the Series X.
Right, but the thing about it is, it's gotta be lighter, which is gonna be better, and it's gotta be probably more space for RAM, more space for hard drive. I think I don't know.
What do you mean for the Series S, or are you talking about the discless PS5?
Yeah, for the series.
Yeah, so the Series S pretty much is. At first, I thought it was like an Xbox One X on steroids, like just with a better CPU. But then everything I read about it in all the videos I've seen, it's more like the fat Xbox One that came out. It's more like that with a better CPU. Yeah, like it's weird.
Wow.
I thought they would have went 1X and just bumped the specs on the CPU, and have kind of, a better graphics processor and more RAM, but they essentially just bumped up the CPU on a 1S, it seems like to me.
See now, this is where the shit gets complicated because like if Sony peep game, right? Sony already has this product. I don't think they're gonna like change.
They're not gonna change. It's too late at this point to change anything.
They're not gonna do like a hardware rip or like that.
Yeah.
But like Sony peep game, they might be like, all right, we see what you're doing, and then they might make a bigger gap because I know they upgraded the CD-less play to the CD play version. Like I know they're gonna do some crazy upgrades.
So you think like a PS5 Pro, kind of like we got the PS4 Pro sort of thing?
Bro. Absolutely,
I think so too. And a lot of developers already saying that they're not happy with the Series S because they feel like if they're developing for two Xbox machines for next gen and they got one that has way less RAM, then they have to switch up their whole game, how they design their game to make it run on a weaker machine. So, I mean, I don't know. Like we said, I think Microsoft's whole thing is not really to push gaming forward. It's more about just like getting subscriptions for their service and rolling that way and making money that way. So at the end of the day, it's a business. So that's how they make money. That's how they make money.
Here's the question. So, and this is for you, Jesse, because we all gonna get PS5. We gonna get PS5 immediately. That's no question anyway.
Yeah.
If Xbox is $300, Jesse, and PS5 is $599 or $699, are you gonna get both? We both getting PS5. We know that. Well, are you gonna get both?
No.
No.
No. If that was the case, I would have basically sat there and was like, oh, let me just get an Xbox One X,
Right.
Just to play the game and stuff like that.
That's what
certain games I want to play.
See, but that's the thing, man. I feel like even with that great price, like I think I saw a lot of people online talking about, okay, yeah, man, $299 for the next gen Xbox, that's great. Oh, I think I'm gonna get the Xbox. But definitely, I think a lot of people, and this is where I give Microsoft credit, because I think a lot of people don't realize that the Series S, Microsoft is calling their next gen machine, man. But if it can't even play Xbox One X level types of games, and it can only play Xbox One S level,
I gotta play devil's advocate, bro, and just to be a realist, keep it a buck, keep it a stack with you. Christmas time, the soccer moms.
That's what it's gonna come down to.
Exactly.
And don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get me wrong. As a parent, if I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, you getting the $299 console. That $299. Another thing is too, if you do it through their Xbox All Access, you pay $25 a month, you get the console, and you get Xbox Game Pass. For $25 a month. So you right then and there, you're getting the kid console, and you're getting them over 100 games to play.
Everybody getting that
without having to pay.
Everybody.
My whole thing is PlayStation, like I was saying right now, is like they're like the Apple of the game, man. Because once they drop something, it's people gonna buy it.
You see now what happened is Xbox did like a fucking pump fake. They were like this. Sony, I think what Sony did is kind of like this, is like a Soviet War kind of vibe, right? Fucking Xbox said pump fake. We ain't got shit. And Sony's like, we just fucking bought the house, building the actual next generation shit.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. So and the competition level so low, they can't drop their price. So they Xbox kind of forced them to go high end.
Right. Yeah. So that's what it's gonna have to be. They're just gonna have to market it as, hey, you're getting the best experience on the PlayStation. You don't have to worry about, And then, like I keep telling people, man, the proof is in the pudding, bro. The games we've seen so far on both systems, even though the Xbox Series X is the more powerful machine, we haven't seen one game from them that looks better than anything on PS5.
Right.
So at the end of the day, people are gonna, go with where they're seeing the content. They're gonna go where they're seeing the content. Speaking of that, Sony got a press conference coming up this Wednesday, where we should be getting some official info. PS5 price, release date, all that good stuff, launch games. We should get a couple new game trailers.
I feel like building something around this. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you within my little office space. I think. You said you're gonna be doing something with it, right? You're gonna be streaming, bro?
So basically what we're gonna do is on Wednesday during the PS5 reveal event, we're gonna do a live stream. We're gonna have our live reactions. We're gonna comment, pretty much react to the stream as Sony's announcing the price, release date. We're probably gonna see a few new games, some gameplay from some of the games they already showed. I think I saw on Twitter we're gonna have some Spider-Man Miles Morales gameplay, some Demon Souls gameplay. Ratchet and Clank is probably gonna be there again. Gran Turismo, maybe some Horizon Zero Dawn stuff. So
I can't help but say it feels like PS2. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've been saying, man. It feels like that PS2 era.
It feels like welcome to the new era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's exciting again.
They've been in captivity and they're just gonna say, let me show you what we can all do with our minds, right?
Right. It feels like,
It's up to Raider, like that's just magical, man.
Yeah, so like I remember when the PS4, like from the PS3 to the PS4, I don't think I was as hyped as I was from PS1 to PS2.
No,
I thought it was because maybe I was like, okay, maybe I got a little older and I'm kind of, out of the whole gaming thing. But then for the PS5, man, I'm kind of, I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go, let's get something. Let me see something. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited again, man. It's I think it's gonna be special, bro. I think they're gonna pull out some big guns, and Wednesday's gonna be one of those days that's gonna bring back the excitement for gaming. I think it's gonna be awesome. Like that, I don't know. You can see in the background right now that Unreal Engine tech demo. When I saw that, I was like, bro, like if this is what PS5 games are gonna look like, sign me up, Chief.
Pixels of fucking view, bro.
Sign me up, Chief.
When they start using the T's and all those words, I'm like,
it's on and popping, man.
My small brain handle all of this. I don't know. I don't know how to put my mind.
Yeah, man. So there's a couple of launch games I'm excited for. Spider-Man is definitely day one cop for me. I'm looking at this other game, Godfall. Godfall looks good. Although the earlier trailers for Godfall was kind of disappointing, but the one they put out today kind of got me excited again.
Darksiders a little bit.
See, I never played Darksiders. You know what I compared it to?
I don't like them hack and slash games. I'm sorry.
Well, let's not pass judgment because I haven't seen it. Hold on.
No, check out the Godfall trailer from today. From today. Yeah. I think it was today or yesterday it came out. Yeah. PS5
trailer, you say?
It's kind of raw. So it's like a 3-player online co-op game. It's pretty much hack and slash type of RPG.
It looks a little bit. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what's that game we used to play, bro? More PS.
Paragon.
Yeah.
I know. I said the same thing when I saw it.
It's like Paragon, like constant, no dying.
Yeah. It looks. It looks. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Looks fun. But Miles Morales is definitely a day one cop for me. That's what I'm most excited about.
Real time multiplayer. Is it solo or is it multiplayer?
It's multiplayer, so you get three player online co-op.
Sorry.
So I'm excited about that shit.
What
Like
was
I
that
said,
other
co-op.
shooter that you sent me on Facebook, Shane? I keep forgetting his name.
Shooter? Oh,
yeah, it was like,
yeah.
It's like you
Square
doing
Enix. Drifter? No. What's the name of that, man?
They don't need to be working on no fucking shooters. They already got that.
Nah, man, it looks dope. It's like an RPG slash shooter slash sci-fi magic, all type of.
I'm just gonna comment on my 2 cents for watching a minute and 20 seconds of this game. It's just whack.
Which one?
In 10 minutes.
Which one? You don't like it?
It should be boring in like 10 minutes.
I was thinking that because all the trailers I've seen, I
can see all the board structures immediately.
I could see it looks repetitive.
Yeah,
it looks repetitive. So
unless they get into like arena, like Halo style shit, this would not be fun for like longer than a day.
Yeah. What was the name of that game, man? I think it starts with a D. What did I send you? I sent you on the Facebook Messenger, Jesse? Or did I post it to your Facebook?
I think I posted it to my Facebook. I'm not sure.
They focused so much on the fighting. They didn't work on like the adventure levels and like the catacombs.
Well, that's the thing. It's supposed to have 7 different worlds. In each, is it 7 or 5 different worlds? Each world is supposed to be like based on an element. So like there's a water world, fire, earth, ice. I think there's like a soul.
It's just, I don't know. Something about the structure of the levels they seem too, it's like a 2D structure.
Outriders, Jesse. That's what it was.
Outriders.
Outriders look dope as shit.
What's that?
That's it's a third person shoot. It's like it's like kind of like a Borderlands, but in third person. It's got RPG
like
elements to it.
Gears of War. Like if it was like
an arcade game like that.
Outriders? I don't think so. I think it's like a new IP from Square Enix. Yeah, it looks dope. Outriders. So there's a couple games from next gen that Call of Duty Cold War. Did you see the multiplayer trailer for that? Man, I haven't played Call of Duty in a minute, but I might jump into that one.
Alright.
That shit looks hard, bro. I've been waiting for a new Battlefield trailer, but we didn't get that yet.
Yeah, you're on the Battlefield side, I know.
Oh yeah, I prefer Battlefield.
I know. That's one of those. I think that's one of those things because it's all about what you kind of into. You know what I'm saying? Like what you like. Yeah. I remember Zombies. Zombies is where the split pretty much
came up. Yeah. For Battlefield for me just feels more tactical. It feels more I wouldn't say realistic, but one thing I noticed with Battlefield and Call of Duty is like you can play a match of Battlefield, right? And you could get 0 kills, but still feel like you had an impact on the game. So like if you're playing as a medic, you can revive people, you can heal, taking flags, repairing vehicles. Like there's just other shit to do. I feel like with Call of Duty, no matter what you're playing, you're essentially playing team deathmatch.
Dopamine burst.
No matter what you're playing, you're playing team deathmatch. You do capture the flag. It feels like
to kill 5 people.
Team deathmatch. Yeah, you do domination. Anything feels like team deathmatch. There's no variety in it for me. And I thought with Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare that just came out, that it would feel different because they kind of tried to work on the squads and all that a little bit. And I played it. I got it on my Xbox. Not a fan. I couldn't get into it.
The reason I got into Call of Duty was because of my love for Metal Gear. Let me tell you what I mean. I don't remember which Metal Gear it was when they started to give us third person shooting.
You mean first person?
Yeah, sorry, first person shooting.
It
When you
was the
started
one
getting
for
to
PS. I think for PS4. That first one for PS was it PS4 or PS3 with Snake? I think it was PS3. The first one for PS3.
PS3. I think it was PS3.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you
PS3.
start to get those real tactical headshots, and I realized at that point in time that I was a very good shooter, and because I was so accurate, I was able to take that skill. I think Modern Warfare was coming out at the same time, like so.
Modern Warfare, I think we had.
It was out, but for me, it was like I didn't get on it until it was like online like that.
Yeah.
That's when like I was really in Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And online, if you had that skill, like if you were like popping motherfuckers in their head, like you were leveling up. Like it was like, oh
yeah, man, nah.
Those dopamine boosts.
I definitely remember like coming home from work, like, and hopping on the PS3 with y'all boys and like getting in the Modern Warfare lobby and just wrecking shit. I think it was me, you, Frank, Jesse, John used to be on there. And I just remember, man, it was like the first Modern Warfare with the what do you call them, the kill streaks.
Yep.
And just man, bro. I just remember those, man. I remember those. Yeah, bro, that shit was.
What was that? Modern Warfare 2?
I think it was we were on the first week. I remember us being on the first Modern Warfare. We all played that. Then we all got the second one. We played that. And then after Modern Warfare 2, I think is when they started kind of they had Modern Warfare and then they had Black Ops came out. And I think they split it. They had Treyarch working on one and what's the other guys? Infinity Ward working on the other. And that's where it kind of split. And I never got into Black Ops, and then I kind of left Call of Duty. And you know how I got into Battlefield? My brother-in-law. We were at GameStop one day, and we were trying to find something we could both play online. Xbox 360, I think it was. And we picked up Battlefield Bad Company 2. And from the time I played that shit, man, I could never get back on Call of Duty. Could never get back. I just couldn't get back.
The button structure is different.
Not just the button structure, but Battlefield is more tactical. It's a little bit. There are moments when it's fast paced, but it's not just constant. You don't feel like you're dying every 2 seconds or you're killing somebody every 2 seconds. It's like more of a. If I go around this corner, I gotta take my time because it might be one guy or it might be 6 dudes. But I feel just the way they build their maps, the way like maps are huge, number one. Then you got tanks, you got ATVs, you got helicopters, you got fighter jets, you got environmental damage. The buildings are breaking down. Like the whole map has changed before the multiplayer match ends. There's just like so much going on. Like it's called Battlefield for a reason. Like there'll be people that play Battlefield that all they do is play in the fighter jets. Like they're in the fighter jets like the whole match. And that's like a totally different game like up there. And then you got the infantry on the ground, and you got dudes in the tanks. You know what I'm saying? And every part of the game is just like it's just different. So you always feel like you're doing something new. And then you always feel like you're having some kind of impact on the game. Like you'll be in the jet and you'll be blowing up tanks on the ground, and while you're not taking the flag at A because you blew up that tank that was guarding A, the infantry on the ground can now take A. So like you have an impact on the game like every which way. But with Call of Duty, like I said, man, it's just quick and shoot.
The interesting thing about
Call of Duty is always
video games.
Every man for themselves, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the shift in, even like gaming culture, right? Because like with online gameplay, we had 2 different sprouts, right? So you had, and I wish I had been a part of that, man. I don't know, maybe because I was for some reason
Battlefield?
Because when I was, you had your online experience with Battlefield, but then I had my Modern Warfare online experience, and that was a whole different that was a whole different, probably a more useless gaming experience, but it was extremely addictive.
Yeah,
Like
no,
I'm
it
talking
is. It
about,
is.
yeah. I know you also had yours, but it was different because for me, all right. So you play these rounds probably like for an hour, 30 minutes. Like how long were
Yeah,
these
the
rounds?
Battlefield rounds
Right.
were like, yeah, you'd probably play like maybe 30, 40 minutes on one round.
So I'm
Depending. So
playing.
Conquest was the most popular thing on Battlefield. So that's like kind of you capture an area, hold the flag. The other, it's like the other place tries to capture that area. The other team tries to capture that area. You defend it. You go back and forth, just taking, and whoever controls the most points throughout the game wins the match at the end of the day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting like a dopamine boost, like with a team initiative. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
actually useful.
Yeah.
I'm getting a dopamine boost for how many times I kill motherfuckers and on the screen and how high my name is up on the list.
Right.
Chicken boy, yeah.
And
Right.
it's not 30 minutes. It's till whoever get
The
20
last
kills.
Yeah. Right.
So every time I'm hitting that thing, it's like a 5-10 minute pop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Right.
you get to the point, and so we were online, and then they started to build rankings on these names, and that's when it really becomes like a pride. You get into the room and it's like, oh look, yeah,
right. This person has that. But Battlefield had that though. Battlefield did have that. So like you would rank up. So like right next to your name, you'd have your badge. It would say like your rank. I think it would go like private, sergeant, blah blah, up the ladder. Then you get general. Then you'll have like 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, gold star.
You get
like
weapons,
right. Mm-hmm. So Battlefield had that. The thing with Battlefield was that there's thousands of ways to get there. So like you could be playing an engineer class and have 5 kills for the match, and some dude will have 80 kills. But because you played your class the right way and you repaired tanks and you rode around in tanks and you set mines and you blew shit up and because you played the engineer the right way, you would get points. So you get points for repairing this person's tank. So it gives you incentive to like want to be a team. So like if you're a medic and somebody's on the ground and you go heal that person, you get the same number of points healing somebody that you would from killing somebody. So it gives you incentive to play that medic class. If you're playing sniper and you're scouting, you can mark enemies on the map, as opposed to just playing sniper and just trying to shoot everybody, even though they're 10 miles away from you and you can't really hit them. You scout, you point them out on the map, so that way somebody on the team can know, hey, XYZ player is over here, so you get points for that. And when that person kills that person that you scouted, you get points for that too. So Battlefield was just a totally different dynamic. It just like it made you have to use teamwork. If everybody's being Rambo in Battlefield, you're not gonna win. Like everybody can't be an assault class and win the game.
And this is a part of the shift, right? Because like now we're in the Fortnite times, when these like battle royale times, this is where we are. This came from where I was, which is, I give a fuck about nobody else. Get out of my way. You're blocking my shots. That's stealing my kills. The fuck are you doing? Get out of the truck, motherfucker. I'm about to blow it up. Fuck you, I'm blowing it up.
Right. So
I lose the kill, but I got 5. Fuck you.
Yeah. So I was always drawn to these types of games where you had to, where there are like classes where everybody has like a specific job. Like even with Monster Hunter, like I was heavy into Monster Hunter because it required a shit ton of teamwork. Like you could just grab your great sword and run around and slice, but that's not gonna do much. You gotta set traps, let your peoples know you're setting traps, heal, try to heal your partners.
You had to have the perfect chemistry with the people you're working with too.
To make
like you can't just like jump into like a lot of games now. If you jump into a game with a bunch of randoms, chemistry is not gonna work out at all. Like you might find like 1 out of probably 10 sessions, then you'll find like a good team. And then once you play with them people, y'all can probably play like two or three good matches, and then like next thing you know,
it'll die off.
Like if like the game that just your game just basically says they might set you up with somebody else, you're just gonna be sitting like, damn son, I missed those two people I was with.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I need to add them and stuff like that. And like a lot of games don't do that, son. It's
well,
like,
that's a major problem I have with online gaming now, man. It's just like if you're not playing something with people you know that you can communicate with, it doesn't give you the full experience. Like all these like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all these types of games that have these multiplayer aspects of like in teamwork, you're supposed to be communicating with your team. But people just get on there, especially Call of Duty. People get on and nobody uses a mic. The mic is not plugged in.
This takes us back to where we are right now, and this is something we gotta talk about. Brings back to PS5, right?
So it's a good thing about PS5. There's a mic
community.
Yeah, and there's a mic built into the PS4 controller now, the PS5 controller.
Oh,
so everybody is gonna have a mic at default on PS5, which is great.
Even if it's a shitty mic in the controller.
But it's a mic. It's a mic. So that's big.
You know what's gonna happen though. You know what's gonna happen.
You're gonna be hearing a lot of shit, a lot of noise.
I mean, the thing about Xbox community, and I ain't gonna fake the funk, guys. You know what I'm saying? If you play shooters, you play Halo, like you was on Xbox, I was online. You know
for sure. I still got my Xbox, man. I'm talking shit about Xbox, but I get one every time.
I'm not a hater, bro, and I'm gonna get the Xbox. That's the $299. I'm gonna cop that shit.
So I'm not copping the $299 one. No.
I'm just praying that the PS5 don't kill me too bad, but what I'm getting at is, so when you're online, these kids, bro, these little fucking tweens, my dude, oh my God, the disrespect, and don't let them sense no weakness. Oh my God, it's bad, bro. It's bad on like a civil rights level, bro. It's bad.
Who's their parents?
Yo, these kids.
You can hear their parents in the background just arguing and stuff, and just doing all types of dirty shit.
Yeah,
bro. Just be saying like, damn, son, this is why you want a game.
Those be the motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah, dude. It's always the ones that are really good at the games. They talk so much shit. They just talk cash money shit, dude. Non-stop.
I can't hate them.
Let me see if I pull up my Xbox messages real quick, man. Like, what was I playing? I was playing Crackdown 3 on the Xbox. And I was like, I don't really play Crackdown, man. I just like, you know what, fuck it, let me just try this shit out. It's free on Game Pass. I tried it out. And I got on the multiplayer, and I was playing with this kid, and all of a sudden, man, I start getting these messages just popping up on my Xbox. What the fuck are you doing? No, we gotta go this fucking way. So I get a party chat invite. Log into the party chat. What's going on, bro? Hey, man, we're supposed to be going this way. I'm like, hey, man, I just started playing the game, man. Chill out. Alright, you fucking nigger. What? What? Bro? Really? No, like out of nowhere, man. Like, I think I still got messages from him too. Bro.
I'm the type to antagonize them too. That's my problem. Is they don't know I'm black, bro. I instigate like a motherfucker. Yo, all right, this is
bro.
I'm not gonna snitch on this shit. I did some bad shit. I be fucking taking advantage of the situation. You know what they do now? You heard about the SWAT and shit?
What's that?
Oh yeah. They've been doing that shit.
What?
Swatting. So, say somebody is being annoying, right? Mm-hmm. You know what these kids can do now. I can't do it. I don't have the ability to do this, but they somehow know how to
Get your
get people's
information.
contact information. I guess they
Your address and everything.
So you
like
call it
that.
swatting.
they pretend
Yeah.
I've heard it called doxing.
Right.
Doxing is whatever.
Not doxing, swatting.
Is that different? So that's
Swatting.
different from doxing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what they do is once they got your contact information from customer service, then what they'll do is they'll go ahead and call the local police department, and they'll be like, "I have a hostage. I'm at XYZ address, and if you don't come now, I want to kill everybody." SWAT team.
Oh,
While they're playing the game.
Violation.
And the guys who are fucking talking shit are like, "Oh, Bobby!
Oh,
and I'm laughing because he's a fucking tween. You want to talk big man thing?
bro? What? Oh, that's crazy.
You should not do that. Do not do that, kids. Boys and girls.
I never heard of that shit, man. This is my first time hearing about that.
Not fucking easy to do too, bro.
Yo, that is
TV
nuts.
boppers will talk shit. But Xbox will drive you to do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
They'll drive you to fuck these kids. They're bad. They're bad.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot worse on Xbox. Definitely a lot worse. And I don't know if it has to do with, I don't know what it is, man. There just seems to be a lot more immature kids on Xbox. I guess parents just choose to buy that machine for their kids. I don't know.
I think that's just population, you know, younger fucking assholes.
Yeah. Young douchebags.
I don't really do it. But the racial shit is what's bad. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
Because it always goes in immediately. It never just stays.
And
you know, some
thing
kids
is
that always, it be them kids that always have like, you know, have like 1 or 2 black friends in school, and they've been dying to say that word all fucking day. So when they get on the freaking Xbox,
Once they know you're black, oh no.
Once they know, man, they
like
get
that, and they get right back to school and be like, "Oh, what's up? Yeah, what's up?"
Oh, they just waiting, man. It's like they all day they just waiting to let it out.
All fucking day, son.
You fucking nigga.
When little Tyrone hears him in school and stuff like that, or heard on the game, he gonna go right to school and be like, "Yeah, I heard Kevin said the N-word online, son. What's up with that?"
No, the problem is they not getting checked. That's what it is. That shit is a little too it's a little too.
That's
a little too common, man.
There's no way for. I mean, there's probably a way now.
It's way too common now.
I don't want there to be any censorship there, bro. Personally, that's the hard part about it. Like, I don't want there to be like any online police on what people could say, even if it's terrible. That's bad.
Yeah, I always agree. Yeah, I always see. My whole thing is, everybody has the right to say whatever the fuck they want. So if you want to be racist, you have a right to say that. You also got a right to be punched in the goddamn mouth for saying some shit like that.
SWAT team come and bust your ass in your living room while I'm on the line with you.
Yeah, you want to say exactly. If you want to be racist, it should automatically come with a punch in the fucking face.
Right ahead, bro.
Just letting it slip out. Just get a punch in the face just to check you.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, I fucked up.
I'm looking at this gameplay in the back of this Marvel shit, and you know what I've been thinking, bro? I cannot see where this game is going, dude. Like, I've been thinking about it, I can't see where this shit is going, because I'm like, yo, after we do all the upgrades and we get to level 50 and we get, you know, maxed out gear.
It's another Warframe incident, though. It's like,
yeah, like what?
They're gonna keep giving us characters. We're gonna keep powering them up for different.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like they need to be working on like more content. But from what I can tell right now, it seems like they're gonna be focusing on giving us more characters. So you're gonna have more characters just playing the same missions over and over.
I was like, son, you should be able to, like, number one, there should be more team combos in that game. Like,
because they showed that. They showed that.
Iron Man. I should be able to like sit there. You should be able to sit there and power Iron Man up,
Yeah, like the
overcharge
shit
him
from the movie.
automatically,
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
like that the case may be. Or with like if Thor drops his hammer or something like that
On
on the
Cap
floor,
Shield, like the same
Captain
shit they give in the
America should
movie.
be able to pick that joint up and use it and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And so on and so forth. Like they have to have like little character things like Easter eggs that we should be able to use during the game that could benefit. Like we be sitting like bring something nostalgia to the game. Like oh, you can do combos with this and stuff like sometimes like when I used when I was using Miss Marvel and it had Hulk as the NPC, he would hold down one of the enemies during his like little raid shit, and I would just come and then we just start double teaming. Boom, just beating the thing and stuff like that. And I was saying like, oh, you can do this with everybody.
Yeah, see the thing is, it's simple to do it when you're playing with the computer companion, but like if you play online with your friends,
but
there's no way.
Me and Frank tested it though. Me and Frank tested it. I was sat there. I was like, Frank, come get him. And I had Ms. Marvel. I was holding him down. I didn't press the square button at all. And I think you can only do this with certain characters, like Ms. Marvel or Hulk. So like I was holding, like you have to tap the square button down or whatever, like to hold the enemy down. Wait a little bit, or just tap it just a little bit. And if somebody's near you and like a little circle, little blue circles around them, then they can come in, join in, and jump. You gotta do a double team effort. So I was like, yo, Frank, come over here and see if this will work. And me and Frank did that double team thing. We was like, oh, this shit just got 10 times more lit, man. We started going in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the game right now, but I just feel like I'm not gonna, like, I feel like after I level Iron Man up, I'm gonna have to go back and start over with leveling another character and like
that's
basically
exactly why I worked
without like any
that's why I worked
missions.
on most of my characters simultaneously. Like if I was going in, like if we were going in initiative, I'll choose a different character or whatever like that. So when we do get them in campaign,
what's the replay value though? Like how many times you gonna go good?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so basically their next DLC is to release Hawkeye is
Hawkeye.
Kate, what's her name?
Kate Bishop and
Kate
Hawkeye.
Bishop, right? So they're gonna release those two characters, but my whole thing is you get to play as those two characters, but you're gonna have to be doing the same missions that we're doing with the characters we have now.
No, but didn't it, the last thing they said they were gonna basically put new events and stuff for us to do.
Yeah,
so
I think they said so.
Different. Yeah, this is probably gonna put like different enemies. Like you probably gonna have to fight 2 warbots or a warship and a warbot or something like that, or 2 new enemies. But
see, my whole thing is I don't mind grinding if the characters are like fun to play. Like I like playing as Iron Man. A lot of people, I don't see many people playing as Iron Man. I think he's like too hard for people to like get into. But I think since he was like the first character I played with, I kind of mastered him like pretty quickly. But everybody else between for me, Miss Marvel and Hulk, Hulk and Cap, and even Thor, I'd say, they just kind of all feel too similar to me. Like they all kind of feel like the same basic kind of attack patterns, the same type of combos. I just feel like there's not enough variation between all of them. And maybe it's just me, but I've only played as Captain America, Miss Marvel, Hulk, and I played as Thor for a little bit, but my Thor is only like level 2. I think my Captain America is like level 7. My Miss Marvel's like 18. Iron Man is pretty much almost 50. But I don't know. Hopefully they give us. I'm waiting on Black Panther. That's what I'm waiting. I ain't looking like nobody else.
They should put that motherfucker out.
Yeah, I'm not leveling anybody else up. I'm waiting for Black Panther, and then I'll play some more. Then I feel once the PS5 comes out, I probably won't even be on this shit that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm turning over a new leaf. It kind of reminds me of, I'm not sure which system it was. It might be the PS3 I did this for. I definitely didn't have the bread for PS3 when that shit came out, but I was gonna get it. So I think that was the time where I just combined. You remember GameStop used to be able to combine all your game forces and get a store credit?
Right.
You know what I'm
rob
saying?
you. You'd sell like 20 games a month because it'd be like $15.
And out there, you could hustle up a fucking couple of games.
Yeah.
Go to GameStop, put it all together with like
EB
$100.
Yeah.
And then fucking get you a fucking system. So
Get you a new system.
I was able to get the PS3. I had to clear the whole deck. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what man.
My PS3 I got on Craigslist. I got my PS3 on Craigslist because, and I didn't get it till maybe about 6 months after it came out. Because I had the Xbox 360 when it dropped. Because the Xbox 360 dropped a year before. And in fact, remember Jesse, I think I bought my Xbox in New York. I think we went to go cop that shit together. You took me to the store.
And I'm pretty sure. I think y'all gave me a PS3. You or John either gave
Me and
one
John
or
gave you
one
a
of the two.
PS3. Yeah.
I heard about this PS3.
Yeah, me and John gave you a PS3.
This was a sacred PS3. I remember this.
That's exactly why I was like, that's exactly why I never threw it away. I was like, nah, son, this shit.
It was one of John's brother's PS3s, and I bought it from him. Yeah, I bought it from him. I was like, let me get that shit to Jesse because I had mine. Mine was still working fine. And
this shit broke though.
my PS3 is still in the closet, man.
It's still in there?
I got my PS3. I got my PS2. I don't know what my PS1 is.
Let's see something.
Yeah, my PS3 I still got, and my PS2, and I still got like a bunch of collector's editions games I bought. Like I got the God of War 3.
Hot fucking damn.
I got shit, huh? Yeah, I got the God of War 3 collector's edition with the Pandora's box.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I got that. I got my Resistance.
We used to go hard on Resistance. Like, oh my God, what?
I don't know why they give up on that game, man.
Bring that game back.
They need to bring it back for PS5, bro. But Insomniac, they've been teasing on Twitter. Like all of a sudden, over the last month, they've been posting all this Resistance stuff, like on their Twitter account. So I'm like, bro, I would be so hyped if they do like just a remake. That's the Slim, right? The PS3 Slim. Yeah, it's the PS3 Slim. Yeah, I still got the old OG fat 60 gigabyte PS3, the one you can run Linux on.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, watch this, still that same thing, yo.
But you know what? My PS3 doesn't work though, because the thermal paste. They had a problem with thermal paste would dry up, and then they would die. So my thermal paste dried up on mine. I took it to get fixed. The dude put new thermal paste on it, and then when that happened,
you kept having that light situation and shit.
Right, yeah. So I just like PS4 is coming out. I was like, man, I'm not gonna spend money fixing this shit again. I'll just So I ended up just getting the PS4 and I just.
I couldn't even get my shit fixed. I had to bite through it. So I was like, I was like one day, like I was sitting there, like I think it was like a year and a half. No, not even a year and a half. Half a year after the PS4 dropped, and I was like, son, I had half of the money. I was like, son, I somehow got to get the way get a PS4, son. I was fucking struggling to get that shit, son. I was like, yo.
That's why you gotta dig in the crates,
PS4.
man.
I cannot do the PS4 no more. I was like, Shane and them all got the PS4. Cannot do this no more. I have to do this before fucking a major game drops out because I can't do it. No. When I finally got that shit, son, I was like so hyped. And I only had like one game for it. I was like, I don't care. And to this day, I do not remember. I had a game for it, and I had that. I think I had like downloaded Warframe. But
Warframe was free. Yeah, Warframe was free.
Yeah, I downloaded Warframe, but I didn't play Warframe until Shane told me, he was like, yo, get on Warframe, blah, blah, blah. Once I got the internet and everything situated, like after a month, Shane was like, get on Warframe. I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah, me and John used to go heavy on the Warframe. Because the shit was free. Because I remember when I got my PS4, I don't think PS4 didn't really have a launch with many games. I think they had games that came out like within 6 months, after, but like the launch day, I think there
Yeah,
weren't
because
many
you
games.
kept telling me.
There was like Madden.
I remember you kept
and,
telling me that to not, you like there's no rush to get it right now because there's not a lot of games out.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me that.
But I did download Warframe. As soon as I got that shit, it was the first game I had, and I played Warframe probably for like 6-7 months before something else came out. Infamous was one of the launch games.
Yeah.
Infamous was dope.
Okay guys, thank you for checking out the second episode of Friends Talk Gaming. Come hang out with us this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to live stream the Sony PlayStation event. Come chat with us. You're going to have our live reactions to all the information from Sony, the release date, price, and some new games from PS5 hopefully. This is Shane signing out. Thank you guys for checking out the pod.
Yo, it's your boy Izzo out here. See y'all on Wednesday. Do it up, peace.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so we can let y'all know when our next video is going to be uploaded this Wednesday. I'm Supra, signing out.